What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, here to give you my predictions video for this week's game versus Rutgers. This is week 4, and we're entering into conference play, and believe it or not, in my opinion anyways, I think this is a very key, important game for our season. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. What do you think about, how do you feel about the season so far? Are you optimistic, pessimistic? Are you somewhere in between? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. So, the reason why I'm feeling as though this game is like a key turning point, a key point in the season. Yes, it is Rutgers. I understand that. Typically this should be a walk in the park game for us. It's at home, So the reason why I feel as though this is a key point in the season is just based off of how we played in the previous game versus Bowling Green. Obviously, it wasn't the best outcome, and I guess you could look at it and say maybe it was was an effort thing where they didn't put enough effort into playing. They took it easy. They played down to their opponent. So I'm interested to see how they flip this around, how they react to how they played last week, and see whether or not they turn it on and get it back to what you would expect them to do. Or is it going to be another one of these games where they're only scoring like 30 points? So if it's still one of these lethargic, lackadaisical games where, they start slow, they struggle, they pull away late kind of deals, then definitely room for concern. Because, if it's going to be week after week after week struggle against teams that they should dominate, then what's going to happen when they play against a team that's on their level? So that's why I say this is a key point in the season. I want to see what they're really made out of. Are they going to bounce back from how they played against Bowling Green, or is it going to be exactly the same type of game? That's going to let me know what type of team this is. So what I think and what I feel it should be is this should not be a close game, especially at home. It should be one of these games where they're up by 21, 28 points at halftime, something like 28-3 at halftime or something like that, and then pull away and be up, say, like, 49-7 or 49-10 or something like that. That's the type of game I'm expecting from them this week. So, to me, anything short of that, there is way below expectations, and I'm concerned going into the rest of conference play how they're really going to let this play out. So, my prediction for the video is that we win, I'm going to say 45-10. That's the score prediction I feel. I'm interested in seeing how JJ is, how he's going to bounce back from this game. Is he going to, because, last game, let's face it, it just seemed like he just wasn't there. I don't mean like physically not there, but obviously mentally he just wasn't there. He was doing a lot of stuff that I was shocked that he was doing. So it makes you wonder if his focus wasn't entirely into the game. He was just going through the motions and trying to get it done through raw talent alone, as opposed to doing it per the stuff that they studied and doing it per the game plan that they had going into the game. So this is a bounce back game for him. You know, I'm interested to see if he's going to have a game similar to how he had it the first two games, or is it going to be something close to how it was against Bowling Green, or is it going to be something somewhere in between? So that's what I'm interested to see. Now, another topic that I want to talk about before I end the video, and let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below as well. And it's dealing with the non-conference schedule. Now, as you know, this week Ohio is going to be playing Notre Dame, so it pains me to say this, but I'm going to be obviously rooting for Notre Dame to win. Much as that, I hate to say that, but it is what it is. But what I'm interested to know is, and like I said, leave a comment in the comment section below how you feel about this. Is it better for teams like Michigan to play a very difficult non-conference schedule and play a decent non-conference opponent, or do what a lot of these teams do and just continue to play cupcakes? And the reason I ask this is because obviously it pads the stats, it gives you a few easy wins, you get tuned up, you get to practice, quote unquote, work on the things that you need to work on, get certain people who might not be healthy back in the lineup and have them rested, without any consequences and stuff like that. So there are positives to this, but to me also there's negatives as well. So I wonder whether or not the negatives outweigh the positives, or the positives outweigh the negatives. And to me the negatives are, one, you have the potential to, dirty habits can form. You get complacent with how things are because you're not playing an opponent that can really press you. So because of that, you do things that you can get away with, and these things can linger. And when you do play an opponent worth a pulse, because you've formed these bad habits from playing these bad teams and doing stuff that you can get away with because of the talent, it burns you. So on one hand, like I said, you're going to get the victories, but you don't get tested. You don't really know how good you are, and that's always my concern. So I think going forward, I haven't seen the schedule 3 years from now, I know, but if I'm not mistaken, for the next 2 years, I think we play, I know we play Texas next year, and I think Oklahoma the following year. I'm not sure about the Oklahoma one, but I know we do play Texas. So that's going to be a good test. Definitely with Texas, being where they are right now, and definitely stepping up as far as their recruiting and on the field play, that's going to be an amazing game. So I guess going forward, hopefully we don't have that issue, but I'm just curious how other people feel about that. To me, like I said, I would rather play a decent opponent, which we've done in the past, to start the season, just so we know where we're at. If we lose, it's a non-conference game. You still have an opportunity, especially now going forward with how the playoff is going to be. You still make the playoff, but at least you have that one game under your belt where you know where your program's at. You know where you need improvements. You know where you've been exposed. You know where your strengths are. All of that can be unlocked by playing a quality opponent. You play these cupcakes, you really don't know where you're at. And it makes it even worse when you play the cupcakes and you don't play well. Then it just compounds things, because now you look at yourselves and wonder really how good you are. It can kill your confidence. So hopefully that's something that we do going forward. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Definitely, leave a like on the video. It definitely helps me. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching. And as always, go blue.